Welcome back to Suladan Plays Dark Souls 3. So last time we had to call in the cavalry and we defeated Midir. I don't know quite how to pronounce it. In any case, that leaves a couple of things. First, I'm going to make a quick detour to something that I missed, that I remembered that I had a sticky note reminding me that I needed to go back and show, but I kept forgetting to do. And also, shout out to the friend that helped me. As always, I greatly appreciate your help. Midir was actually not so bad when you have somebody to, co-op with. He felt to me a lot like a boss that may have been designed for that. I don't know. I know you can beat him solo, but I'm really thankful for the jolly cooperation and whatnot. So first, I need to come over here. I think I can do it from here. If the elevator's at the top, the thing is at the bottom. If the elevator's at the bottom, the thing is at the top. It's weird, but it works. So basically over here you notice there is a broken, bridge to a tower. Yeah. And if you try to put a message on it, the message will be invisible. I've tried. But yeah, you walk over here and you go, whoop, and look, a free bonfire. There's also something else of notice. This lady over here, who, I'm gonna be honest, she's gotta be Priscilla's daughter, because look at the fluffy tail.
Name thyself. I am Yorshka, captain of the Dark Moon Knights. What beckoned thee to such a place?
Dark Moon loyalty. Do I have that gesture? Oh, okay, good.
Thanks too. Very well. Captain to this knightless company I remain. I will grant thee purpose.
If Cirrus of the Sunless Realms has given you the Dark Moon loyalty gesture,
thus journeyed far.
I think you have to have that.
Hear my
In
voice.
any case,
if thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I place thee under the aegis and the power of the Dark Moon.
And you get the covenant. Your tail just kind of phases through the chair, though.
Of the Dark Moon, the only knight of our company, swear this oath and face thy solemn duty.
Okay, so yeah, that's a covenant that I had missed. Also, there are a number of items to be had by carefully doing the jumpy jumps. There's one. Painting Guardian's curved sword. Painting Guardian's outfit. It's a little more stressful the further down, or at least I did this once. I found this on like my side character that I have mentioned. That I have recently begun, and you can kind of just jump your way down, and what? You know what? I'm not even going to question that. This leads back down to Ithril, to the, the church bonfire thing. Who's it here? But yeah, there is that covenant. But the next thing involves the bell that I really don't want to ring. One thing of note, from what I've heard, the entirety of Archdragon Peak will become much darker and stormier once you ring the bell until you deal with the thing that is caused by ringing of the bell. So if you are not sure that you will complete the task set forth by ringing the bell, get all the items before ringing the bell. Because, reasons. But one thing you do is over here where these guys are. If I can do it before he shows up, you kneel here, supposedly, and you get the Calamity Ring. I love that he's not messing with me. Those who have played or remember Dark Souls 1, oh, he's not messing with me at all. may recognize the Calamity Ring. It's the ring that Calamite dropped. It basically gives you a permanent version of the debuff he can cast on you. Receive double damage. No useful power, is merely a symbol of dragon worship. Get back up. I am trying to showcase things. I was kind of hoping there'd be a visible effect. Like the red eye hovering over you or something. But, yeah, in any case, that's the Calamity Ring. There's another statue further in that you can do it, do the gesture to as well, and I think it gives you one of the dragon stones. There's dragon body, dragon head, etc. Same as the previous games. And for some strange reason, every Dark Souls makes the dragon look worse than the last. Actually, no, the Dark Souls 1 and 2 dragons both look fairly decent. The third one is just generally looked at as a bit of crazy. Okay, so that's the bell. Not gonna ring it just yet. First, I'm gonna dupe this guy. Didn't drop the thing. I could hope. Anyway, I will be ringing the bell, obviously, but first, I think it's oh, yeah, this is that area that I kept getting aggravated with. Yeah, I remember why I don't like y'all. I didn't ring the bell. Find out an invader popped up while I wasn't paying attention and rang the bell. But yeah, not a big fan of this part. I'm gonna dude around in this part a little bit just to refresh my memory, and then I'll deal with the why is my hello mouse pointer? How did you get out of the window? Okay, I think what I need is that way, which I never actually got to go that way because, you know, idiots number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 23. This is where my side character would be pelting it with, you know, great chaos fireballs. I really don't like the random big ones. No, actually, rephrase that. I don't have a problem with them as an enemy. I just don't like their placement in this spot because there are so many of them. I don't like the way they berserk around, but given their size, I can kind of forgive that. But I just don't like the number of them. They're a pain to deal with, so putting multiple of them annoys me. The area they happen to be in is also annoying because it can be hard to see as well as their size. And the little one is still following. Well, that is dealt with right there. There's another big one out here, or I would just run. I had my shield up, but whatever. I want to call shenanigans on that. 3 more hits. 2 more hits. There we go. Dead. Oh, annoying. Mainly just annoying. Dude, where did y'all come from? Oh look, there's the other big one. Why? It's like, you know, why? Oh, and that one's got a chainy thing? I don't know. I just wasted that Estus. Just wanted the item. Oh yeah, I remember you've got the slightly faster axe and chain, but you're nowhere near as hard to hit. I had my shield up. Thank you very much. And large titanite shards have become, like, super common. Don't get me wrong, I love that I can upgrade a lot of things. So yeah, there's 3 different directions that branch off from here. Why are there so many? I don't get why there's so many. Not dealing with that. And big axe goober. Why? Why are there so many of the big axe goobers? At least out in the open, they're a lot easier to deal with. If I can kite around. Gotcha. Okay. That went a lot better than it could have. Enemies that can parry are not fun. Not a fan. But it's rare enough, you know. Not a problem. Okay, never got to come up here. Kick. Kick. Bye. I didn't come this far to die to you. Dragon Chaser's ashes. More items, I guess. I should make note also, there is a lot of ash items that I have missed. My secondary character has stumbled across a number of them alongside other NPCs that I have previously mentioned. I expect there to be a snake in here just waiting to mess me up. This must be where the... Gesture required. No! Applaud. That gave me what I need, the information I needed. So yeah, you come up here. Oh, look, there's a dragon on the mountain way over there. Twinkling dragon torso stone. Wow. Also, fun fact, and I only know this because there was another guy that has a YouTube video with out of bounds stuff where you... Hello, dragon. Used free camera. That thing is massive. Like, walked out there and, you know, did all the things. Don't underestimate the stuff that's rendered in the distance in Dark Souls. Like, there's stuff that you don't get to see or barely see in the distance and then find out if you zoom the camera over there is just, like, beautifully rendered. All the parts of Anor Londo in Dark Souls 1 that you don't get to see. When you can see the Seeds archives from a distance, you find out they're actually rendered to scale. There's a weird rendering thing that seems to cause one of the grates from a window to like appear way up in the sky, and that's one minor quirk. But yeah, I know I came this way. There's the lizard here. Kick. This is where I died that time, and I kept getting grumpy. I remember that vaguely. But look at all the trouble I had to go through to get rid of all... Mr. Durgan flew away. Oh, that's right, this is where Haffle was. Okay, so that dragon was up there. Oh, why not? Hi. No. No. Great magic barrier. Hey, that's one of, didn't Havel like using that spell? Like, lore-wise. Said to be a tale of Havel the Rock, archenemy of Seed the Scaleless. Havel despised magic and was never complacent to prepare means to counter it. A tale which was later interpreted as magic barrier. Pretty neat. I have no idea where I'm at now. Lots of little lizards. Okay, so I did that thing. Hi, Ricard. Don't mess with me. Oh, I know where I'm at. Haha, even if I die now. Okay, that's enough stalling. I got the thing. I found another thing that I didn't know was a thing. I've not actually done anything in this area on my side character yet because I haven't finished it. So I did not know Great Magic Barrier was there. I just remember it being a thing that Havel used. So, yep, ring the bell. Incite doom upon everything. The Unnamed King. Firstborn son of Gwyn. Really was hoping it would be Solaire, but you know, apparently. Oh, we just walk on the storm now. Yeah, this is why it blocks off a lot of the Archdragon Peak. And I'm going to die. Do I really want to waste 20-something thousand souls? How many will it take to level up? 70-something? Okay. I'm gonna make a quick detour. Also, I should note, it's just kind of a side note, how do I get back? Just do that, I guess. If, perchance, this episode takes as long a time as it did with Midear, like, if I can't defeat it and I have to call for backup and that all ends up taking an excess amount of time, I will break it into 2 weeks. With Midear I didn't, but, you know, learning experience. In this case, if it comes, it's not going to be nearly enough souls, is it? If it comes down to that, you know, we will do that. We'll do that thing. I still have Loretta's bones. Yeah, I found out what that's used for, but, you know, we missed that, so you ain't gonna get to see that. So what I'm gonna do, first, put all those in there, because it makes me nervous to have them there. I always worry I'm gonna accidentally do the thing. What I'm about to do is go farm up the last bit of souls I need for this, level up, then go through the fog wall. I'll be jump cutting there.
Ashes for the blink. Very well, then taken.
Okay, let's see. I think this is what I was doing, was starting to push strength to 45.
Ashen one.
And let's give her the dragon chases ashes and see what she does.
Gracious, let I only.
What new stuff does this give me? The Ordained Hood. Oh, the garb of Freda. It's so pretty. Kala. Gundir. I never quite noticed how his face armor looked. Wait, that's what, whatever happened to Mr. Hushed? Yeah, him. That was his stuff. No, that's Horus the Hushed. That's him. One of only 2 children to escape Aldrich. And who did this belong to? I don't know. Whoa. Huh. Cool. Now you can get the, Incender stuff. Lorian. Smo. Schmau. Boreal Dancer. Morn. Eastern Favor. From. Chain. Anything interesting? Oh look, Titanite's 0. Did I buy that? I don't know what it unlocked. I mean, none of it's really leaping out at me. You know, maybe the embers. Excuse me. But in any case... Okay, in any case, distraction is enough distraction. We've got to fight the Nameless King, or the Unnamed King. I'm not sure which it is. I know it's a king that lacks a name, and it's Gwyn's firstborn. And yeah, Archdragon Peak is just delightfully hard. Ooh, that is spooky. That's not the direction I need to go. No, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's the right direction. I'm gonna go kill that guy. You know what? Just because the architecture spooked me, he gets to pay for it. Give me the staff. Me. The staff he drops can be traded for Solaire's shield. At the Crow. So yeah. Also, this fog wall is... It is flat? Okay, from a distance it looked curved. Neat. Oh, yeah. I don't like how hard it is to see in here. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's him. King of the Storm. The one that trained Ornstein. Thank you. Multiple lock-on points. From what I've heard, the dragon is very vulnerable to lightning. So, like, if you're lightning, I need to get my other shield back on, too. But first, I'm just going to try to get used to its movements. Gonna recommend not being hit by that. Gonna recommend not being hit by that. I don't even know. Can't see. Okay, fire. Fire. Lots of fire. I don't know why he's riding a wyvern. This is what happens when you don't give the crows enough items. They grow up to become majestic crow dragon things. I don't know the timing. I rolled too soon. Like, I'll openly admit that. And I'm estusing like a mad fool, too. Partially, I'm just spending this time trying to get a feel for things. I know if you use lightning spear, you can down the dragon pretty quick. Oh man, that's gonna be hard to learn to roll through. Wait, did I just stun it? Oh! Neat. Come on, come on, come on. Only a couple more hits. I know this has got to be just a phase 1. There's no way. Okay. What happened there... I died, but what happened was I let my shield down so that I could recover stamina, because I did not expect a third hit. The reason I didn't expect a third hit is he was off camera enough that I couldn't really see what was happening, and I just left my guard down on it. First, what I want to check is fire and lightning. Really want to use that. But yeah, that has better lightning resist and fire resist. That has really good lightning resist. But I don't have the strength for that. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just going with that. Because unless there's... Let's see... I don't have a Thunderstone plate ring. And I don't have a ring that would really increase my carry capacity. So yeah. What else? Moves around enough that you're probably, or that I'm probably going to want to stick with the Butcher's Blade. And I'm betting... Okay, I'm just going to point out this right here. I love the rare bosses that put your bloodstain outside of the boss room. I love it. I know part of it's because the way that the boss room is on a stormy floor, and that probably has a programmatic reason, but just gonna say I love it. But there's got to be a phase 2. Likely I'm taking him off his dragon, and then the him fight is probably the hard part. I don't even know what happened. You have a skull for a face, sir. I don't know if you realize this. Aha! I dodged one. I don't know how you're hitting me through my shield, and it annoys me. I kind of programmatically know it's probably because the target lock is throwing the direction I'm blocking from. Slightly. Yay, so you can dodge through that. Hold still. Ah. Oh, hang on. Yeah! Okay. There we go. Dragon down. I do feel bad for his, Pickle Durgan. He trained Ornstein. I shouldn't be surprised that he pulls an Ornstein and Smo. One of us falls, we absorb the other's power tactic. I don't want none of what you said. Oh dear. Okay, Yasuo. Okay, that is never. I have a personal problem with it when a boss just does that. I'm gonna jump off screen, and before your camera has a chance to turn around, I'll be stabbing through. Who you were aiming at there? That was stupid of me. I thought I'd be cocky and just stand right up against him and use an Estus. Okay, so you don't always lose target lock when he does that. Bad move. And that's a... Yep, that's Ornstein's attack. I had problems dodging that when Ornstein did it too. I'm starting to waste Estises badly. Oh, I thought that killed me. The reason I didn't, like, react to it as quick as I could is I thought I was dead. That was luck. The first roll was so early that the second roll just happened to be right. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I do not want to know. That's that no. How would you even dodge that? Okay, that was neat. This is an example of a phase 3 done right, though. He's amped up his other attacks, kind of like Slave Knight Gale did. I bow out. I bow out. Okay. Ow. Sorry. Cushion escaped. So far what I've seen, I like the amount of health that the dragon has. Honestly, I could see giving it a little bit more, but it's not a 15-minute meat shield tank wall all on its own. So when I get to the second phase to fighting just him, it doesn't feel too bad. Second, fighting him, he does have some predictable patterns, and you can get a feel for how to react. And his health bar is, to me, pretty reasonable. And then when you get him down to half health, he starts getting a bit more serious, ramps up his attacks a bit, and it just flows together so beautifully. I feel like that's what they were aiming for with Slave Knight Gale. I assume it's pronounced Gale. If I've been mispronouncing it all this time, then whoops. Somebody please correct me. In any case, I feel like that's what they were aiming for with him and Soul of Cinder. But their massive health pools were kind of the problem. But Gale, I liked that it was all one health pool, and it was just, at a third he ramped up, at two-thirds, at two-thirds he ramped up, and then at a third he ramped up, or some number. Also, I see something shining down there. I want it. What is it? Give it to me. But anyway, thus far, I'm really enjoying the fight. Like, from a strictly design stance. I mean, also as a player, I'm enjoying it, obviously. I'm still learning the timing on a number of his attacks. Yeah, like that one. Basically, you'll see what I do is I try to back away from the dragon so that I can keep good visibility of what's going on. Take a hit or two when I can. Oh, I tried to roll through that, but... And you know. No, I'm taking too many hits right there at the start. I don't understand. There are a few attacks that I feel like I'm getting cheap hit through a great shield with. But, you know, again, due to his unique positioning, I can understand it, you know, on a physics level. Although it does annoy me slightly. The reason I'm thinking is because when you target lock, you aim directly at what you're locking on. So if I'm locked onto the dragon and he's up here, well, he's hitting me because the angle of my shield is not quite right. I don't know whether the game gives different shields a different amount of, like, actual coverage. But I would like to think that my great shield would give me a little bit more coverage there. Come on. Come on, birdie bird. Hurdy-gurdy, birdie bird. I rolled too early. That should have hit me, but I'm glad it didn't. Hurdy-gurdy, birdie bird. Hurdy-gurdy, birdie bird. I don't think it likes it when I say that. I see a bloodstain like way down in the depths of the clouds. I'm trying to get the roll timing on that. Ooh, I knew I needed to back off there. There's a lingering hitbox on that that's catching me, I think. May as well use it while I got it. Oh, that's right, he jumps back up after that. Still, I'm trying to roll too late. And I'm also trying to flick my target lock back to him occasionally when he's doing attacks that I have problems dodging while locking the dragon. Like that one. I should have changed target lock, but I didn't. Haha. Haha. Stop being not as close as you look. I rolled too late. And now I can finish this. Okay. I overestimated how far forward that would bring him. Rolled too early. Pulled a stupid. Don't know. It'd be so neat if I could backstab him. No, no, sir. Oh, I rolled way too early. That was a risk. Oh, and it played out fine. I don't know why I rolled through that. The wind seems to be purely physical damage. There's a delay on the stab that throws my timing off when he does that. If he follows up with a side swing, there's a different timing. And now I'm just being stubborn. You know what? I'm gonna see. Is this a solid arena? It is. Okay, so I can lure him all over the place if I really wanted to. There's really no point in me trying to finish that with me having just thrown like 4 or 5 Estuses out the window. I want to see if I can punch him. I really want to punch him. It wouldn't have played out very well. Why target lock? Why? I really don't like wasting. Whoa, you can do an airborne fire breathe? I was quitting anyway. Fire breath attacks are really interesting in a way. You're usually better off just to take the full-on hit to the face than ever block it. Because if you block it, you'll generally take multiple ticks of the blocked damage. And the stagger time it takes you to get back up afterwards can come back to bite you. Okay, I've got pretty decent lightning absorption. I'm just gonna flick through this a little bit. Wow, the master stuff actually has pretty decent... No, we ain't going that route. We're just gonna leave those on there, because, you know, they do the things. I could use gold pine resin. No, I can't. I'm gonna be honest, I've never quite understood why certain weapons... Yeah, it's a weird thing to me. It's like, oh, your weapon can't be buffed. Oh, your weapon can't be resined. It's like, I think it's because certain weapons would prove to be too strong because they have good stats in their own right, but at other times it's like, I don't know. That's just always been slightly unclear to me. Not always, that's just... That is something that is unclear to me, I should say. Back. Where? Target lock, please. If I wasn't fighting the target lock half of that. I don't like that if I get too underneath him, I lose my target lock. I don't like that I lose target lock. It's just, yeah. It's just something I don't like it when it happens. That is something I always grump a little bit about. Because sometimes you take a hit in the time it takes you to, like, reorient the camera. I still think that's bull. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that is bull. like the lingering hitbox on that, but... Hey, if you'd a third hit combo that, I'd have been in trouble. Okay, Durgan down. No. No. Stop that. Dude, I just want to have full health when I start to fight with you. Can you not? Dude, cool it. Why is he suddenly being 3 times as aggro as usual? Swing, 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 Paul, swing, 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 Paul, swing, swing. It's like, ugh. Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point where little things are being more annoying. I do generally dislike bosses that want to be in-your-face aggro 100% of the time, but that's from a design stance where design meets with my particular playstyle. I generally go more for, you know, if I'm low on health or low on stamina, all I want to do is back off, and if they won't let me back off, then it kind of gets stuck in an infinite loop where I'm trying to back off and they're chasing me and I'm complaining that they're chasing me. And it's kind of funny. Oh, hello. Thank you. I don't get what that accomplished. Come on. I don't know if I hit anything or not. He didn't hit me though. So, you know. Come on. Aha! I don't get what that maneuver is supposed to accomplish. It's like, I'm going to jump behind you, then stand there for a bit. It's giving me time to reorient my camera, probably. Hey, I took the Durgan down without taking a hit, I think. Yeah, I've still got on. That was a horrible idea. I didn't think that plan through. No. No. You win this round. You dodged by being slightly further away than I thought. Didn't you just do that? I love that his sword is easy to see, like in peripheral vision, so I can look at my stamina bar and still know kind of what he's doing. You know, a part of me feels like this isn't strategy, this is ring around the rosy. But hey, if it works... Ow, I rolled too quick. Ah! Oh, where did you go? Get over here. I don't know what you're doing and I don't want none of it. Roll. So you remember that thing I've complained about before where a boss hits you 2 successive times before you have a chance to do anything. Like, he hit me. I was trying to roll and I had my shield up, but I just stayed in that sort of position where it's hard to see just on camera, but it's like his legs are splayed a little bit and he looks tense, and like the game is trying to say you're staggered without actually saying you're staggered. He starts further to the left than I give him credit for, and it throws my timing. I've never had it happen this early in the fight. You have beautiful red eyes. I am rambling a bit. This is a known fact. I don't know how that missed me, but you know what? I'll take that. Can you cool it? Can you cool your jets for a minute? No? I still don't get that. I know I should know he's gonna do it. Half the time he doesn't. But still, it's intermittent enough that I don't form a habit. And it's aggravating when it does hit. You ain't dead, you still had that much health left. That's weird. Yep, they are purely physical. So the wind waves, I can just shield. That annoys me. Stop it. Stop stabbing me, you goober. I need stamina. I can't see. That was fun. Hello, Bloodstain. Fancy meeting you here. I can keep going all night, buddy. Okay, that went weird. He's getting grumpy. I can't imagine why. Come on. Where'd you go? No, that is not what I put. That is not what I meant. Oh, the Estus threw me off. Okay, getting my rhythm back. Oh, now he's doing his new stuff. Ow. Okay, so it's when he buffs his weapon that happens. I mean, it looks like he's using the resin or such. I know he's not, but that's what it reminds me of. I really don't like grab attacks. That's like Ornstein. Oh, no. See, that right there is cheap. Not the dash, not the stab, not the thing that killed me. The weapon buff, this, minor delay, and then lightning bolt. That you have no... Let me think about a word. The only way for a player to have any idea of the timing of that would literally just to be hit by it enough times that they build up a muscle memory to when to dodge. Not necessarily hit by it, but have it cast at them enough times. I don't know how I feel about attacks like that, depending on the game, depending on the circumstance, and depending on the frequency. In this case, I'm a little on the fence about it. I prefer attacks to be something that the player can react to, like, you know, Dude, no. No, you're not going to do that to me right when I enter the room. I prefer attacks that a player has... It's more of a battle of reaction time, I guess. I like those things. Like, where he swings and I can dodge. Where he swings and I can dodge. Where he charges up and throws a lightning bolt and I can dodge. Not he buffs his weapon and a split-second lightning bolt from the heavens that was not... that came from off-screen and impacted without me being able to react. I would like it better if it maybe highlighted the ground and it locked to that position, and then you know, had to check a split second to roll away. But this just feels like you've got to learn the exact timing and roll right when it spawns, but it's nothing but trial and error. See, that attack is trial and error, but I can see it coming, and it's a matter of me learning the timing. Just like that attack, I know it's going to breathe fire, and I can learn the timing. The other thing just feels a little bit more disjointed. I really don't like that attack either, but, you know, at least that one's coming from on camera. I also like how he stands up and then slides back down to be, you know, like riding on the dragon's neck. Little details like that are very nice. FromSoft really does an amazing job with their like minor details you'd never see. It's weird to me sometimes. You can go into a boss fight 5 times, and there's certain times that the RNG will just pull what seem like different strategies. I don't know. But one example is if you zoom in up close on the Basilisk model, like the sheer number of teeth that thing has, but the little tiny eyes that are beside its mouth are surprisingly high detail for something that the player's never gonna see, and I just love that. Artistically, it's gorgeous. Also, I'm not as bothered by this boss fight, partly because you can see I keep getting his health low. No, if I defeat that and it turns out there's a legitimate phase 3, I'm gonna be kinda, like, aggravated. But thus far, I'm really considering this to... I don't know what hit me. I legitimately had no... I don't get to see the camera, so I don't know what hit me. You know, on that note, I can take a 30% health buff. Just gonna try this for the fun of it. Camera hadn't flipped around just at the right moment. I'm also really glad that there's not an edge to the arena that you can fall off. Because I was worried at the start that that was going to be a problem. Oh man, I feel bad. You can see it squint its eye, like, partway into that. Like, oh. I feel for you, big old precious dragon bird. And you're down. I apologize. Oh, Oh, I'm glad I put my shield back up. I shouldn't have greeted. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I don't know what's up with that attack. He has a delay on his stabs that catches me almost every time. If he uses side swings, the swings come at a predictable enough speed, I generally catch them, but his stab animation has a delay on the front of it. See, I roll where I should roll for a swing, and instead the stab catches me. Stop it! I'm gonna keep doing it until you stop hitting me. I've got enough. My health's close enough to full. And yes, that is a very predictable detail in my battle strategy. Hey! I generally will try to run and heal. Like, it can be abused quite badly. I need to just tank those. There's no point for me to dodge those. There's legitimately no point in dodging that. Well, okay, there is one point, and that's the amount of stamina it eats up. Speaking of stamina. Aha! Okay. That's not nearly... I mean, that's... I'm having a bit better... Oh, bad time. I'm having a bit better luck learning to dodge that. Oh, that's new. Oh, come on. The bell ring. Who's the idiot ringing the bell in the middle of my boss fight? Like that. I'm guessing it's like the Bell of Awakening in Dark Souls 1. I can hear it when other people ring it, but I'm about to change to offline mode. Because I don't like that I just wasted a couple of Estises. My last couple of Estises, because somebody had to ring the bell. I'm very focused on audio cues. So having that going in the background, like... Gotcha! Oh, man! Did I actually beat you? Did I actually beat the Nameless King? Did I actually beat the Nameless King? Are you kidding me? Oh, I love it. I'm really glad that the friend of mine talked me into trying the Nameless King. That was well worth it. Hey, there's the item that I had seen in the distance. Honestly, I had originally talked myself out of dealing with the Nameless King because... Why is there a bloodstain in the sky? Flying bloodstain. Titanite slab. Well, basically because he had been made out to be, like... I apparently misunderstood, but I thought it was going to be harder than Midir. You know, anyway. But I'm glad I listened and got talked into facing him. That was a good boss fight. At least in my eyes. I really love it. You know, to me, had the right amount of health. His attacks were threatening, and while there are a couple that I feel were, you know, a pain to memorize, were not too bad. The lightning off his buff didn't take nearly as many tries as I thought it would to memorize. There is it's hard to put it into words, but the delay made sense in my head after, like, on the third attempt, I think. Maybe the fourth. Rain. I'm just exploring. But yeah, to me, that was beautiful. The dragon, for being a dragon, I would expect it to have more health, but given the boss fight that comes after it, I think that was great. I would go as far as to maybe give the dragon a little more health, but it also depends on, like, what weapons and shields you're using. You know, my tendency to use 100% shields is nice. You know, that may have partially helped. But Dragon Slayer, there's Ornstein stuff. Wait. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what I had to check. Golden Lion Helm, associated with Dragon Slayer Ornstein from the Age of Gods and imbued with the strength of lightning. In the Dragonless Age, this knight who long guarded the ruined cathedral left the land in search of the Nameless King. I didn't want to put that on, but... I mean, that wasn't the intent. I forget sometimes I've got the X and O buttons reversed. Dragon Slayer. Ooh, Ornstein Spear. Where is it? Where is it? Charge with spear at waist to enwreath with lightning, then release bolts with final thrust. Huh, that's nice, I like it. I would be much more prone to use it if it was one of the spears that poked with L1 and swept with, no, R1 and R2, sorry. I said L1. What's down here? Nope, that's what's down there. Nope. Nope is down there. You know what? I don't want to deal with you. Ow. I ain't gonna mess up a good move. But yeah, that is apparently, the Nameless King. So in theory, I think that's all the bosses. I could go ahead and do the ending now, but there's a reason that I shall be waiting on that. There's a few other little sidetracky things I may go do first. But for now, this has been, for now, I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time. I was about to say this has been Suladan Plays Dark Souls 3, but that made it sound too finale-ish, and it's not yet the finale. So yeah, like I said, gonna pause here, and see you next time.